feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. When it's sink or swim, only option is to win.
Welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank Podcast. We're in Houston, and we're bracing ourselves for Hurricane Harvey. It is on the way, so we made it. We showed up anyway today, right?
We did.
We did.
Yeah. We
Got our bottled water in the car.
We had a great show today. We're with Craig and Sean. Their company is Southern MH Homes, and you're going to want to listen to their complete podcast show. You're going to be able to download that show at houston.shrimptankpodcast.com. Don't forget, you're going to be able to pick up the complete show on iTunes. This was a great show about some guys that have a great business. They have unique and different skill sets, and they brought that together in partnership a few years ago, got their company off the ground, and what an impressive company that you guys have now today. My co-host on the show was Mr. Royce Brooks. Thank you, Royce, for being part of the Shrimp Tank Podcast.
My pleasure.
Yeah, he's with the Chamber of Commerce, and he's very involved here in our community. And just we had a wonderful show, and we had a couple of questions, highlights from the show, I wanted to share with you today. But you're going to want to pick up the whole podcast off the website. So you want to go first, Royce?
Yeah, please. You guys are entrepreneurs. You're risk takers. And there's a lot of people out there that have ideas. And they think, someday I'm going to do this, or someday I'm going to quit this job, and someday I'm going to get started on my idea. What was that someday syndrome? How did you kickstart your idea? How did you get over that and get going?
My kickstart was whenever I was working at my corporate job, and I was getting minimal raises every year, and that's really what got me past the someday syndrome. Hey, someday I'm going to be a millionaire, right? That $1,000 raise that I was getting a year was my Kickstarter to, hey, today's the day that I'm going to stop getting these $1,000 raises. I'm going to make an impact on my own financial future.
I think mine was a little more life-changing. I had my father passed away, and I was working in corporate America. I was selling radio advertising in Los Angeles, and I realized that I really wasn't loving what I was doing. I really wasn't doing what was the most for me. So I think at that point in time, I realized if I were to fall down dead right away, I wanted to be doing what I love. And so that's when I made my way into real estate, and pretty much it from there on.
Yeah, these guys are self-taught. They're grinders. They learned. You weren't afraid to go out and attempt and possibly fail. You got your nose bloody a few times. You did some deals. A lot of them worked out. Probably not everyone was, absolutely perfect. But nevertheless, they have a wonderful company right now. And I wanted to kind of talk about as your company gained traction, and you gain success, and you gain customers and revenues and complications and all of these different things like this. Somewhere along the line, you hit some level of ceiling of complexity, and you decided that to get to the next level that you need to do or get into some strategic planning. Could you tell us a little bit about strategic planning in your business?
I think it had to do with necessity is the mother of invention, and so I think for Sean and I, we had grown our business so much that we came to a point where we needed some help, both in taxation, legal structure, a lot of different things that we kind of, when you're small, that not necessarily is important because you're just trying to make ends meet, trying to just kind of move along. But as we came to a point where we were facing a real growth and the ability, and we both saw what we needed to do and where we could go with this, that's when we sought out David Auer, from Providence CPAs, and he's just been amazing, with what they've done and what they'll be able to do to kind of give us some guidance.
Yep.
I second that. Yeah, I mean, it was a point in time whenever we kind of hit a ceiling on our the taxes was really the issue for us, and we kind of figured that we needed to come with a more strategic plan for how to structure our businesses and our tax planning, so that we can be better prepared and put that behind us so we can keep growing.
So Royce talked about having that time where you really actually launched your company, and then you guys actually went out there and did it. You achieved a level of success, and then you sought out some professional assistance to help you with structure, organization, managing taxes, strategic planning, and all of these important things. And that's a great. I'm so excited to hear about your success story. You're going to want to hear the complete story at houston.shrimptankpodcast.com. And Craig and Sean, tell our listeners how someone would get in contact with you if they wanted to reach out and learn more about Southern MH Homes.
Sure, they can go to our website first, www.southernmh.com. Also call the office 832-304-9990. Just ask for Craig or Sean. And we can also give our emails, which is craig.price@southernmh.com.
You can reach me at sean.mcfarlin@southernmh.com.
Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us here on the Shrimp Tank Show. We've got coming up on our topic of marketing, Dr. John Newbold. He's our next guest on the Shrimp Tank Podcast, and we'll see you here next week.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank.